everybody, this week is going to be a little bit different because I am not home this week. I am at a conference in Denver. Basically Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then half of Thursday I'm going to be here. And I also have to juggle school in between all these meetings. By the way, it's the Aerospace Medical Association annual meeting. I'm so excited to meet other people who are into this and who have been doing this for their careers. And there are less than 1,000 physicians that are boarded in aerospace medicine in the United States. Probably less than 1,000 worldwide is what they said at the intro meeting today. And I'm given the fact that there are what they say, about 900,000 physicians in the US and literally less than 1,000 are aerospace med people, that's just a small group, but it's cool because that means kind of everyone knows each other. And I'm just excited to get into it. And I will be meeting a bunch of people this week. I just met the current and 3 previous presidents of the organization today. And so, hopefully they know what they're talking about, right? So yeah, if you have any questions about the specialty, you're oh, that sounds kind of cool. First of all, I know. And then second, you do have questions? Shoot me a comment, DM, whatever. And if I don't know the answer, I will hopefully know people who know the answer by the end of this conference. Okay, but what I am worried about though is I have a renal final, kidney stuff final next Monday or Tuesday. Oh my gosh, I don't even know, that's so bad. I should know that. Whatever, it's in a week. And I am at this conference most of this week. I don't know how I'm gonna juggle this. So it might be some sleepless nights. Wish me luck and or send help. Oh, I almost forgot the best part. Okay, there are not just 1, but 2 astronauts speaking at this conference. That's so cool. I'm gonna be fangirling so hard, way harder than I would over Leonardo DiCaprio or something. This is huge for me. I know, maybe everyone else is oh my gosh, you're such a nerd. Yes, okay, fine, I am a nerd. Ding, I'll own it. They've been in space, okay? You gotta admit, even if you're not into this whole thing and you're not a nerd like I am, that is cool. Oh, and if I could get a picture with them, oh, I have to try. Maybe a video? Maybe I'll try to get a video with them, we'll see. Oh my gosh, maybe I'll chicken out. I'm gonna try to get a video, but I might chicken out because I don't want to be all imposing and awkward about it. But if I can, then I will. Okay, if not, then I'll settle for photos or maybe just memories. I don't know. Now I'm all worked up and super pumped. So I'm gonna try to get some schoolwork done before I go to bed. But yeah, okay, peace. Please don't be mad at me about my audio and video being not normal. I can't bring all of my stuff with me and I am too poor for a checked bag, so I only had to bring a carry-on and it's really hard to pack for a 4.5-day conference where you have to bring nice-ish stuff and you can't re-wear the same stuff. I wasn't about to spend $60 that I don't have to bring my mic and my camera and all the stuff that goes with it. So sorry. Bye. I want to go to bed.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, I'm walking over. Oh, okay, that was quite the morning. Went and attended a diversity in aerospace medicine lecture series basically, and had no idea just how little research has been done in the area of sexual and gender minorities in aerospace. Literally nothing. I'm okay, this needs to change. I just came back to the room. There's this really crazy good looking salad wrap something place. Yummy, yummy. Just gonna go ham on this salad. I'm just glad I'm in an area that has tons of food. I'm just walking around, I'm that looks good, that looks good, that looks good. All of them look good. So I'm just kind of pinballing around, eating my way up and down the street. Honestly, that's the way to do a conference. Some meetings, lots of eating. So unfortunately, I've got to do some lectures because I can't afford to get behind this close to the final exam. So I'm just gonna sit here alone and eat my food and do some pharmacology lectures. I'll crank out a couple hours and then go back for some stuff later in the afternoon. It'll be fine, it'll be good. All right, well, catch up later. Okay, success. I meant to video a lot more earlier, but we were just kind of like whisked around from place to place, and I just didn't take out my phone because meeting people, I like don't want to be, taking out my phone all the time. Just finished having dinner with some other students and residents and fellows and stuff who are all interested in aerospace, and now I have to go home and study some more and try to get enough sleep so that I don't like pass out in any of the meetings tomorrow. Yep, that's about it.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Mall official. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I had to like find a quiet corner. There's so many people. Oh, it's wild. Like all these super nerds all in one place. We all are into medicine. I mean, Aerospace Medical Association. Okay, so by definition, if you're into medicine, you're pretty much always a nerd. And if you're into space stuff, you're also pretty much always a big nerd. So what do we have here? We have the super nerds of super nerds all in one place. It's insane. Sprinkle in some military, and that's basically what this is. Like all the branches of the military, because aerospace training, a lot of it goes through the military, so it makes sense. So a lot of people are like, have these wild backstories. It's really cool. Like, oh yeah, 25-year career in the Air Force, and then I found out about this aerospace thing from a buddy, and now they're working for, SpaceX, coordinating medical care. Pretty much everyone has this really interesting origin story. It's fascinating. It just makes for fun conversations. And I'm like kind of bummed because I have to jump back and forth between like classes and doing school stuff and going to these cool meetings. For example, I have to hop onto like a mandatory class in like 5 minutes, but I really wanted to go to this one meeting that was a presentation on like how NASA and SpaceX coordinate to do launches did coordinate to do a launch. Anyway, it looked so cool, but I can't go to it because I have class. I mean, those are the kind of topics we're looking at. We're like space medicine physiology, retinopathy associated with microgravity. Like, this is the kind of stuff we're talking about here and there. I geeked out about it, and I'll be done now. Okay, I'm not gonna be done. I'm probably gonna keep geeking out. So I'm part of the Aerospace Medicine Student and Resident Organization, AMSRO, which is a branch of ASMA, the Aerospace Medical Association. I know, it's alphabet soup, but there you go. Mike Barrett, an astronaut, is speaking to us, AMSRO people, later today. Luckily, I won't have any class that's interfering with that. I'll be able to go to it and it'll be great. Obviously, everyone coming here, it's, 1,000 people are here, so everyone's required to wear masks everywhere you go for this conference. You don't really want a medical association conference spreading COVID. That would be bad for optics, right? Actually, I don't hate wearing masks because I only have to do makeup for my eyes and eyebrows. I don't have to do anything for the nose down because nobody sees it. Anyways, I gotta hop onto a class right now, but I'll check back later. Okay, time to get some work done. Hopefully have some time to go to more meetings later. You know how some people are like stress eaters? I'm the opposite of that. I'm a stress starver. That's it. That's a new thing. I don't know if that might be a thing already, but if it's not, I just made it up. I'm a stress starver. I just forget. I get stressed and then I have stuff to do, and then all of a sudden it's been 5 hours and I haven't had a single thing to eat, and it's really bad. I know I'm not supposed to do that, but I remembered something. Look, I have an orange, so proud of myself. Ooh, it's a sour one. Ooh, that'll wake you up. Okay, I'm gonna hop on class for real. Okay, bye. I'm finally eating. Oh my gosh, look at these empanadas. I'm dying. They look amazing. Look at this. Is a sweet one. It's I don't even remember what it is. I just said give me your favorite. Good thing I'm like not with anyone, because it'd be embarrassing like how fast I'm gonna pound this stuff. I'm not gonna subject you guys to that either. I'm just gonna show you while it's pretty. Alright, check back later. Bye.
A little later.
But we operate in multiple extreme environments. We train underwater, we train in high-performance aviation, we flight rules and medical systems. First time we did a central line in space.
Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. I got to see like an astronaut, and he was so cool and funny and nice. Mike Barrett, if you ever watch this, I'm a big fan. You're a cool guy. I'd love to meet you in person sometime, because you're really funny even over Zoom. He's like, some people have really cool firsts, this is my first, puts up a picture of him, like, and a couple of other people up on the space station. They're holding these silver bags, and he's like, yep, so we were figuring out how to filter urine so you could drink it again and recycle it, and this is the first time we did that. He's like, that's my first. Everyone's like, oh, but at like same time it's kind of cool, but like, ew. Also, you are looking at the new Amsro chief editor for this coming year. How wild is that? I ran for this position and I totally did not expect to get it, and I got it, so that's awesome. I'm excited because the people that are on the board with me are super cool. And so we just finished hanging out at a restaurant just now. Everybody just kind of like chilled out for a second, and because everyone's in like conference mode, like best professional foot forward mode, but you know, then you go out to dinner and then everyone else is like having drinks and stuff, and everyone kind of loosens up, and you're like, oh yeah, we're normal. The thing I love about this is like people are genuinely so awesome. They like can tell, you know, you're a student, right? They can tell from like your name tag or whatever, and they're like, oh hey, you know, and they're just like, everyone is so nice. Also, I mean, you just get to meet like these legends in this line of work, and they're all here because this is the meeting. Like, that's end of story. So you have people that have been involved in this stuff, and like their work has been sent to the ISS, incorporated into the ISS, International Space Station, and like is flying on SpaceX Dragon stuff, and like, you know, just these people are like the people making the field right now, and you get to just like talk to them, and they're so chill, and like you would never know. I just am been like consistently shocked in a great way by how cool everyone has been. Genuinely been like, hey, you have any questions, you know, here's my card, or here's my email, or here's my phone number. Like, everyone is just so approachable. If you just show interest and are willing to talk to people and ask questions, then, you know, things open up. They are more than willing to talk about what they love to do, and they're here because this is what they love. So just get them talking, and then all of a sudden they are like, hey, yeah, here, if you want to talk some more, here's my contact info. I feel like this, you know, this conference is not unique in that way. Like, I feel like you go to any like conference for any medical specialty, and it's probably the same. And it's like kind of intimidating to go to conferences and you know, you're a student and you don't really know what you're doing, and you're just kind of like walking around and just running and bumping into people. A lot of other people that have been doing this forever, they're all running into their friends and like, oh, hey, you know, how's it going? They go to this every year. Like, it's hard to kind of, I felt like it might be kind of hard to break into that. And since it is a really small community for this particular specialty, I thought it like might be kind of hard and like cliquey to, I don't know, make friends and connections. But it's actually been surprisingly the opposite. Like, everyone's just been like, oh, hey, yeah, you're new. Oh, yeah, come here. I want you to meet this person, and just like introduce you to everyone that they know. And I'm like, this is dope. Pre-meds, you can go to conferences too. Like, there are a bunch of undergraduates here, and like, props to them for, you know, being this proactive and going out and going to stuff like this. It's never too early to start networking, and you never know what kind of opportunities you'll just kind of like stumble across, and like the cool people that you'll get to know and maybe have as mentors. So anyway, I am literally running on fumes. I need to get some sleep immediately after doing 2 hours of Anki. Okay.
The next day.
So today was kind of a catch-up day. I had to really buckle down and get some school done. I struggled this morning. I was so tired last night. I set an alarm luckily for 8 o'clock, and good thing, because I totally forgot that I had a mandatory class this morning. I wake up at 8 and I look at my phone and I'm like, oh, because I see like notifications for my classes and they come up, and it like started right then, like at 8. So I like throw off the covers like straight out of a movie. I'm like scrambling to get to my desk, get the laptop out, pull up the Zoom, barely made it, and I'm trying so hard to make myself look like I hadn't just woke up. Anyway, yeah, that was a close call. So I had like a couple of mandatory classes today, kind of almost back to back, and so I didn't like end up going to any meetings at the conference until later in the afternoon. I'll get back tomorrow night, and then it's back on like the grind for final next Tuesday, renal final. At this point, it's all starting to click, and so I can definitely like appreciate the kidneys. Those are some serious queen beans, like, and I like respect them. But I will still never be a nephrologist. Okay, good night. Catch up in the morning.
The next morning.
Last day. I'm really excited. It's the keynote speaker, Dr. Serena Aunio Chancellor. I heard that she might not be able to make it because she lives like right where Hurricane Ida is going nuts right now. Crossing my fingers, hopefully she can come in person. I mean, if not, obviously understand, but I really hope she comes in person. I even have this mask. I need space. I've saved it for today. My favorite outfit for today in case I meet her. Okay, I'm gonna go. Gotta go. My space.
Still hold true today in lower order. And that's just the human spirit. That's what's so awesome. No matter what we face.
I'm sad she wasn't there in person, but at the same time, literally has to stay and take care of people in the wake of Hurricane Ida right now. So, I mean, no, who can blame her? I'd say this week was a success. Met a lot of awesome people, networked a lot, had some really good food, and listened to some amazing like presenters and presentations and stuff. So, you know, while it was difficult and like I had to juggle school and all the conference stuff at the same time, totally 100% worth it. I learned more about aerospace med in these past like 4 days than I could have ever found out from like Googling and looking around online. So for any of you guys out there who are like, oh, I'm interested in this, but like, I don't know if I can make it to a conference, like if you can possibly make it, even for not even the whole time, even if it's just for like a day or two, definitely go. Like there's a reason that people go to these networking opportunities, and stuff that you learn is invaluable for real. So anyway, that's my spiel. I gotta get packing and get to the airport and hopefully not miss my flight because I'm crunched for time. Okay, all right, bye. Hey, so just to wrap up, I just got home from the asthma conference. Now that I say it like that, asthma, it's not like asthma the condition, obviously. It's like, now I have quite a bit of catching up to do for school before my final next Tuesday, but I said it before and I will say it again, that was definitely worth it. I'm glad these things are like only once, maybe twice a year, because they are exhausting in a good way, but yeah. So hopefully next year I can present or, you know, do a poster or something. I don't know, feel like I contributed to the meeting a little bit, you know? Anyway, I hope that this video has been both, you know, a little entertaining and informative for any pre-meds or med students out there who either thought that going to conferences wasn't super doable in med school or just hadn't really considered going to them at all for, you know, any reason. So they are doable and they are worthwhile. To keep costs down though, don't forget to like ask your institution wherever you're attending, and also ask the organization that's hosting the conference if they have any funding available for students to come. There's almost always money somewhere to help you out. Just ask. Okay, I've got to wrap this up. Thank you all so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And remember to share this with your medically inclined friends and family, and subscribe if you haven't already, and catch you next week.